Where's your black hat making?
What's going on, Wolfpack Nation? It is game week. Let's go. So excited, so hyped, ready to rock and roll. Already, man, Greg Legg already rocking the New Jersey. Like,
already got it.
I expect no different.
So, Greg, now that you have it, what do you actually think about it? I mean, it's not all the details, but do you like it better than you thought you would?
Yeah, actually, I kind of do. I like. So we talked about this last week. If you would have been here, but I think we were all in agreement. We liked the script. Just a couple little minor tweaks, and it could have been over the top. But I think it's a solid. What do you call these things? Alternate.
And I feel like the actual jerseys the players get are usually a little bit nicer than the fan versions.
Yeah. So for instance, like it won't show up in the video, but there's this pattern. It's actually on the whole jersey for the team. So yeah, I guess these are supposed to be like acorns.
Interesting.
They kind of look like acorns.
Well, yeah. They in-state football definitely loves the acorn. On alternates. So it's a thing for sure. But hey, it goes with Raleigh, so I don't hate it. And also, too, as well, Greg, I don't know if you saw as well, but I happened to be at the Jason Aldean concert this past Thursday, and the NC State jersey you're wearing made a little appearance. Did you happen to see that?
Yeah, Kevin James actually had more clothes on than you did.
Ooh. Hey, now we ain't going there. Anyway, King of Queens star, grown-up star Kevin James wore that the new alternate state football jersey. Came on stage during the Jason Aldean concert, and it was really cool. We posted a video of it. Awesome to see for sure. But yeah. So, and actually too, Greg, I mean, first of all, I know you, Michael. So Greg, I got to give you a little bit of crap as well, because
shocker.
Once again, man, you well, hey, listen, you dished it, so that means I got to deal it back. All right. So, which is that I as I typically do, listen to the show last week since I wasn't there. And once again, man, it's disappointing that you just can't put your fandom to the side. It's just that you can't look at it from a black and white approach, not red and white approach, Greg, and give us that 9-3 record prediction. And when the totally non-biased approach would have said 8-4. So how dare you give an extra win to NC State, right?
So if you really listened, you heard me where I was waffling between 9-3 and 8-4, and I just couldn't pull myself to do 8-4. But I think we are an 8-4 team that could get to 9-3.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, I just thought it was so funny. Yeah, how Michael and Carson were poking you at that. Then I'm like, hey, again,
That's fair.
It's unfortunately, the lack of Doran's willingness to communicate this offseason. I mean, I get it. It could go 100 different directions, and we'll find out a lot against ECU this Thursday here. But real quick, actually, though, too, got to give a shout out as we have a long lost sister of the Tuffy Talk podcast, Mackenzie, finally back. What's up? What's up, Mackenzie? How you doing?
Hey, everybody. I'm gonna need more excitement. Like, what's going on?
I gave you all the excitement. What you mean?
Thanks, Leighton. You're the
Let's
only one
go,
who did.
Kenzie.
Kenzie.
Let's go, Kenzie.
How is everybody?
Is that better? Is that what you wanted from us?
Yeah, it was fake, but I'll take it.
Whatever. At least you got something.
Don't worry, that's more than we would ever give Greg or Leighton.
I have to shave. I have to save my voice for Thursday.
Breaking news:
True.
Greg is shaving.
No.
Yeah,
Oh god.
never.
You know, I feel like if we were to win an ACC title, I would do it.
Ooh.
For football.
Okay.
For football.
That's bulletin board
On the
material
record.
right there.
Yeah.
Why just for football? Why wouldn't you do it for basketball?
We've already done it in basketball recently.
All right,
It's too soon. It's too soon.
all right. Everybody who's watching right now, put it in the comments. ACC football championship equals Greg leg shaving. Put it in the chat. So
There you
let's
go.
do it. But anyway, so hey, one thing real quick. I mean, Mackenzie, I know.
I scared making away if I shaved.
Oh, ran away.
So Mackenzie, I know you being on the NC State season prediction last. If you had been there last week, it would have been just a waste of time. 12-0, right?
I'm not like I
Right?
knew that that's why I really didn't get on last week, because I knew I would have had people coming at me for saying it. But I mean, I'm 12.
One of these years you're gonna be right.
I mean,
One of these years.
this year, it's not even 12-0. Like, how many is it in the playoff? 15 to be a national
16.
champion?
12.
ACC champ, 2 rounds.
It's like 15 or
16.
16.
I think
16 and
Mackenzie
0.
has going on like a 72-0 record for NC State football.
I have, and I'm waiting for the day. I actually asked ChatGPT, we're winning a national championship in basketball in 2032 and in football in 2070. So,
I'm gonna be dead.
You just like dissed yourself there, Mackenzie.
I will be dead, and everyone but Ken's will be in their 80s.
and I
Yeah.
will be thriving. I'll actually be 70.
Stuff.
Yeah.
There you
Oh
go.
well. But
Yeah.
I will be dead.
but
I'll be
making
dead, I say.
making what since you and I weren't able to be on, man, what's your quick prediction for this season, man, record wise, and then we'll jump into ECU finally.
Man, I think 8-4 is going to happen. I think that's pretty doable. I think they go 5-1 in the first 6 games, and they find a way to get 3 in the back half. And I think I could see thinking the way it normally goes for State. I think they lose to Notre Dame. Feel like they lose to. I think Miami's a little overrated. I think they can get a win at Miami, but I think a team like a Georgia Tech might be a little sneaky. I think a team like Pittsburgh is going to be a little bit tough to play on the road, but State should get that one. But I'm a little worried about that. And then I really could see if like a Duke or Virginia Tech beating us, but there's so many question marks I have with those teams that I'm not so sure. So I feel like if I said 9-3, I'd be, I don't know. I think I may be a little too rich right now, but I think this team can do that. I just don't know where it is. So I'm going to say 8-4 conservatively.
Yep. So for me, it's actually kind of funny. I don't know if anybody caught this in the thumbnail last week for the live show. But underneath, if you look back at our thumbnail for the show last week, where it has like the question mark with the cloud around it or whatever, you could see a little hint behind it, but I actually put my record prediction behind it very lightly in behind the cloud. But I originally said 8-4. But honestly though, the more I thought about it and having a week to go at it a little bit more. I'm going to go a little bit more confident here. I'm going to say 9-3. Originally I had a loss to Duke, being the fourth loss, but I don't know. Just I'm just feeling a lot of buzz. I feel that let's put it this way: that how this whole offseason has gone, combined with the fact of we're definitely seeing a lot of salty Doran right now, combined with the fact of just this team has a lot to prove for sure. A lot of NC State fans are kind of counting them out right now. I just have a really strong feeling they're going to come out really guns a-blazing. And I really do see a potential, let's see here, 5-6-0 start coming off here. Now, I think that Notre Dame is officially where we get brought back down to earth a little bit.
Where we get humbled.
Yeah.
And then I think Pitt's going to be tough, but I think we bounce back against Georgia Tech, and then lost to Miami, beat Florida State, beat Carolina. So I'm sitting here 9-3 right now. It's a little bit pretentious here, but just like Garrett's saying right here, this team has the potential to go 10-2, but knowing state stuff, we're going to lose 1-2 in painstaking fashion. That's really why I'm sitting here. Is I feel like that this is either going to be a really good season or not so great, one of the two, because it's just does this team click? This team has the weapons to be a very good team. Just does it click? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'm looking actually while I was off on mute. I was looking to see what actually Chat GPT says we're going to do. I'm just kind of curious there, and it says basically they said SP Plus forecast is projected us to finish 7-5 overall, 4-4 in ACC play. But it says to expect a 7-9 win season. And then I asked, who do you think we would lose to? And the first two, which are kind of interesting, because I would have thought it would have been like a Notre Dame or like a Miami or something like that. But it said at Duke, at Pittsburgh, which is kind of interesting. Take it for what it's worth there. But I was kind of curious to see what they say. That sounds kind of similar what we're saying there too. So.
Yeah. But Mackenzie, what play are you most excited about watching this season besides CJ Bailey?
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yep.
I'm definitely excited to see him.
Do we have our first 1,000-yard rusher since Reggie Gillespie?
If he's healthy, yes.
Yeah, I was about to say, if he stays healthy, that's all I'm worried about. I want all of the guys to be healthy. I'm tired of losing games because of injuries. I'm just hoping everybody can stay healthy. O-line can protect CJ. Justin can stay healthy. If our offense stays healthy, we're going to have at least, well, I don't even know why I'm saying at least. We're winning all 16 games. So, but
there it is.
There it is. I love it. Yep. See, Greg, this is why I couldn't actually come at you about your fandom. You know what I mean? Hey, I love it. I love it, Kens, for sure. It's glad to have you back for sure. And glad to have the positivity.
I've got to keep everybody optimistic.
Of course.
All the negativity, because I was right in basketball, was I not? I was the only one out of all five of us that is going to the Final Four.
Just remember, Kens, a broken clock is right twice a day.
Oh, well, hey, listen, I'll love it. So Michelle talking about, speaking of news, what's the latest on Paler?
Don't know.
His post on Instagram.
Nothing official has been kind of put up by the staff, but
but his post on Instagram was really
it was a little dark.
A little dark, a little interesting.
Yeah.
Just
talking about how God's got a plan. It was kind of deep and dark, but it was also encouraging because I feel like he's definitely going to bounce back, but we'll see what happens. I'm hoping it's just a rumor, but not looking that way.
But kind of getting to it though, I want to start talking a little bit about ECU here, and some of the latest news that's kind of come over the last couple of days. And first, I think, and most importantly, we got to get to something big which has happened today. Borderline huge, actually, because people who understand this news understand how big it actually is. So, Michael, today, Las Vegas decided to move the needle pretty substantially. And again, to people who don't really know much about the betting world, you may say, well, what's the difference? No, listen.
That's a big difference.
It's a big difference for sure. So we're last time I checked, Michael, we were at 14-point favorite. Was that what you've last seen as well?
Yeah.
Yep.
Coming from, so I think it kind of opened like when they first came out with the spread. It was around 13 or 14.
Less than that, actually. I think it's more like 12.
Yeah, it was like 12 and a half,
Well,
I
yeah.
think, when it first came out.
It's been
The
hovering.
last 2 months, it's been 12, 11,
Yep.
and then today. I don't know if that's just because it's right officially kind of the week of, and people start really deciding who they're going to bet on, and it's moving the line, or if there's potentially, I don't know.
I think Vegas believed that
injury news.
I think Vegas believed that fake Burnosphere post about the DC.
I don't know if that would do it, but
to move it like that, I wonder.
Yeah, that's pretty significant.
Vegas knows things, so
3 point.
Joe Giglio said it right here. The ECU state line has moved 3 points today. Something's wrong in Greenville. And I agree.
Okay, hold on.
Something happened.
Guys, I think I have a visitor who wants to say hello.
Oh.
Do not let that dirty pirate on
Oh my God.
Let's look at him.
You know better than that. You know better.
You're supposed to put a lock on the door.
You're
supposed to put a lock on the door.
Your entry fee just doubled for the tailgate on Thursday.
Can you tell how great this week's about to be for me? It's so good. I know I look
You
like
know what?
shit.
Let's just throw up one more touchdown. One more touchdown now, just because.
Carrie, you can't even spell ECU.
Oh, yes, I can. Oh, yes, I can. When we play state, we spell it very well.
When we play state, we do very well.
What is that? Shut up. All right. No pirates.
Walk the plank.
Walk the plank. There we go.
I'll tell that it's already been a great week.
Yeah.
At least if the worst happens, you don't have to ride back with her from Baltimore.
Oh my God. I literally rode back from Baltimore with her yelling purple and gold the entire drive.
That's a long drive too. That's like
long drive.
6 hours. 7
It was
hours.
the worst night. I'm telling you.
But so jump back to it though. So I mean, like I have seen some comments about potentially the ECU starting quarterback getting injured, which we don't even know who that is because neither them nor NC State have released depth charts. So, but supposedly
that's really the
exactly. We don't even know who it is.
Oh, I wonder. Yeah.
Yeah.
The good news is it won't be Harris in the backfield.
That's what I thank God.
That's true. Only NC State fans will understand that. So
I'm still having PTSD from that dude.
Yeah. Michelle
Sorry,
saying
Michael, you were saying something, Michael. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that big of a move. Like I think people are just speculating QB. I don't think there's been any news on that because like that big of a move is usually like only the quarterback being out is kind of gonna make a line move like that. But we'll see
for sure.
Do we actually think that though? I mean,
Where else would it come
has anything slipped or anything?
It's just money. The more money comes in, and if more people bet on,
but I mean, still though. But again, because that line, I mean, like I get it. Like there is such thing as like line, settling. Where
right.
it kind of moves all around.
It's a huge jump for sure.
Well, especially because it's been out for months. Like it's been out for at least 5-6 months. I feel like this spread. So
yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, so like honestly, me, Greg, I'm sitting here saying it's a 70-80% chance something happened at ECU, in my opinion. Right. And I would even say maybe more than that. Like it's pretty high likelihood something.
Well, they got those 3 idiots back.
That's what I was just about to say. It says that they did post their depth chart.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I think one
today.
of them
Peyton Hauser is their quarterback.
Yeah,
same guy as from last year.
Same guy. Yeah.
And guess who their starting wide receiver is? Anthony Smith.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Hey, good for Anthony.
He played the best game he ever played, including with us in the bowl game. I don't understand that.
What'd you say, Megan? Sorry, bud.
We're gonna throw at least 2 bombs at him in this game just to do
just
it.
Out spite. Oh
just
yeah.
To be ready.
Yeah, no, but hey, listen, I mean, I definitely am going to send no booze going Anthony Smith's way on Thursday, that's for sure. So, not Anthony Smith's way. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, good for him, man. Go get playing time. Good for you.
And he really wasn't with the folks we have in here now. I mean,
yeah,
he was just going to keep getting buried.
Oh heck no, no shot.
Yeah, of course.
No way. No, and that's a little bit of a slight to Anthony. Sorry, bud. But anyway.
Well, I always
oh,
just
heck
think,
no. No,
yeah,
me.
when it
I'm
comes,
talking me going, oh heck no. Yeah, like anyway. But go ahead.
no, I just think it's, with this whole age of transfer portals and all of that, and just go be happy, go be productive. I hate all the negativity that comes with a lot of these kids. Sometimes there's some selfishness, but again, they have to do what's best for them. And if I'm never going to begrudge a kid for, wanting to play.
Nope.
But we can totally pick on him. I'm going to just bust his
You can definitely pick on them. I mean, that's your given right as a ticket purchasing fan.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, and especially
your old age, Greg. Just saw it.
I know.
Well, and in today's world with NIL,
You're right.
Just wise.
Yeah. So anyway, though, so let's get into it here a little bit, y'all. So, first of all, let's start off with kind of the precursor here. So Make in particular, I want to ask you to start off here, bud. What are your thoughts here about how Coach Doran handled the press conference in terms of him being asked, "Hey, is Paler hurt?" And he said, "Hey, basically, like, I'm only required to release injuries 48 hours before kickoff. You'll know more later." And then not releasing a depth chart, just really keeping everything that he could possibly say, or like unveil, he really didn't, which is definitely a new version for sure. He's always been this way for the most part, but this is definitely another level for sure.
Yeah, honestly, I don't see why he wouldn't be doing that earlier in the first place. Like, to me, it's like it's fine to know that, but it's a little bit of competitiveness, right? You want to have a little slight competitive edge to not tip your hand in any way. Some people could read that as maybe he senses some level of vulnerability in his team. He doesn't want to show anything more than he has to, because you would think maybe some other teams who felt more confident could just speak directly to what their team is because they don't have nothing to hide because they're going to be that good. But also, there are really good teams out there that don't say anything because they don't have to, they don't want to, and they want to keep as much competitive edge as they can. And I think it's probably the latter there for Dave Doran. He doesn't want to share anything, and he doesn't have to. And when Corey Smith asked him that question, he's like, "I'm only going to do what I'm required to, and it doesn't matter what I care or think. I will do it when I have to." Yeah. So I was good with it. Honestly, I thought it was a very politically well answered press conference, and nothing really. People, if they're reading into that, I don't think they should be. So,
yeah, let us know in the chat. Were you turned up or turned off a little bit by how he kept everything so close to chest? But Greg, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I'm with Macon. You see coaches out there do this all the time. It's really nothing new. He doesn't owe anyone any extra information. I got no problem with it. I'm not giving my opponent any kind of edge. Period.
Well, here's where I kind of sit on it, which is I'll play a little bit of the devil's advocate, even though I do agree in general for sure for y'all. And Kens, I'll let you kind of redact back to me here when I say this here. But I think that for NC State fans, especially, for football fans in general, one of the things that definitely excites us, especially for the beginning of a season, and especially now in today's age with the transfer portal, where there's a good bit of new names, there's just going to be a good bit of shuffling, some new names for sure that didn't start last year. That one of the things that definitely will create a lot of buzz is seeing the depth chart, like who's going to be the one, who's going to be starting receivers, who's going to be your starting offensive line, because if we can at least have an idea of who they're going to start at the offensive line, we could definitely have a lot more in-depth conversation here around how's the offensive line going to do, and have these guys played together before? Are there going to be some new names? How they do in high school? Whatever it may be, so it can drum up a lot of excitement here. So if you don't do that, then I don't have a problem with it as long as we win. But then if we lose, I'm sitting here like, well, then what was the point of all that? What was the point of all this secrecy? So, but again, I agree in general, but you see, hopefully, you get what I'm saying here, Kens, of like, if you're gonna take away my opportunity to get excited by seeing the depth chart come out, then for the first game of the year, I'm only saying this for the first game of the year.
Yeah, I feel like if it was any other team, as game one, he would be laying it out. I feel like we would have gotten a depth chart. I feel like he would have been telling everybody what they wanted to hear. But I think it's very rare that you have the same team with mainly the same players that you played in your bowl game to turn around and play in game one. And it's ECU. Like, I feel like he knows his job could or could not be on the line this season. And I feel like when his back is against the wall, he is not going to let anything get past. And I feel like I think he's trying to keep the team and everybody locked in. I feel like people are still excited. Obviously, everybody's still hype about it, but I think it's just because it's ECU. He didn't want them to have any edge on us whatsoever.
I think a little bit kind of going with what you said, Mackenzie, you made something that was like, I think whenever Dave Doran gets down, he kind of can show up a little bit. Dave Clawson had a quote today, I think it was. I don't know if we plan on talking about that at all, but
yep.
I don't want to get ahead of yourself, but that was an interesting little quote just from a.
Well, hey, let's go and get into it here. So, yeah, Dave Claus saying I would be careful to sleep on NC State. I've always found that Dave Doran, whenever he has a bad year, he's always responded. So, go ahead, Megan.
That's true.
Yeah, I just think that's interesting. I think maybe part of it is I wonder if the way the fans are perceiving the season, and rightfully so, would be based off of the sour taste we had in our mouth from the end of last season. And so I wonder if the team is a little bit better than people are going to give them credit for, assuming everybody's, the key positions are healthy, the starters are healthy and that kind of thing. But that's why I feel like when I said 8-4, I thought, man, I part of me wants to say 7-5, and like, man, why couldn't it be 9-3? Why couldn't it be that way? Because the schedule's not that overly difficult, and it was just I just hated the way the season ended, and it was a losing season at the end of the day because it was 6-7. But we have a lot of pieces coming back and a lot of good rumors about how the team is doing on different position groups that you would maybe have been concerned about. So I'm a little bit more optimistic now in the short term than I was majority over the summer, it sounds like. So
yeah.
We talked about it last week when we were doing the previews. We were in three games, we were one possession away. If you win those 3 games, that's a 9-win regular season. The margins are razor thin. So you have to play your best ball. Like, you have to take every possession as like, this could be the difference between winning this game and losing this game. A penalty, a turnover, a missed assignment. Like, those are the differences. 1 or 2 of those a game is the difference of a win and a loss. And so you have to treat every play as if the game is on the line. And I think if you do that, to your point, Macon, who says you can't win 8 games?
Yeah. And
that's why I was teetering on 8 and 9, because you look at everything, and I know we want to kind of talk about the ECU game, but we're a year better offensively. Mm-hmm. And so if CJ takes that next step, which we all think that he can, this is going to be a really good team offensively. And then the question becomes, how do you look defensively? Can you get one last stop, right? Could that seem to be kind of some of the issues that we had last year in a few of those games? And if you do that, 8-9 wins is definitely conceivable. And I don't think that's necessarily a homer take.
Yeah.
I agree.
No,
I think last year is because of what it was expected to be going into the season, because of Grayson McCall and bringing him in. It's like, you obviously had high expectations, but if you kind of look at it in a vacuum, look at what happened, and just saying, okay, we had an offense with a true freshman QB, like, yeah, of course, your expectations would be a lot lower. And it's like, if you just look at it in a vacuum, look at the results in a vacuum, it's like, okay, you have a true freshman QB who played relatively well. And, that's promising for this year.
Yeah. Now, I do want to kind of get into here a little bit of what you had said here, Kansas, as well, about, if this was any other opponent, then maybe Doran wouldn't have done this. And so, I want to kind of ask, hey, Greg, do you feel like how much do you feel like the bowl game loss last year is going to play into this game?
Oh, well, obviously Coach Doran is going to say not a lot, because again, different year, different team, different players. But he has said out loud, like, he didn't like the way that game ended for multiple of reasons. So for that fact, yes. But I think this is a one-off for that because of, again, they were our last opponent and the game went the way it did. And, he came out and said he was embarrassed. And I think if you take those comments, and he even said like he won't coach a team like that again if something like that happens, right? And I'm paraphrasing, but that was basically what he was getting at. Mm-hmm. So for that factor, like it means everything. Plus, you want to kind of quote unquote avenge that loss again, but bowl game circumstances were different. But on the other hand, it's the opening game of a new season. You want to start off with a win and a W in the win column, and get your team right early and get that momentum and see what it can do for you for a whole season. Even though football is a week-to-week game, but there is still momentum. It's confidence.
I feel like it being a night game, Carter Finley, and against ECU is game one. That is like, I feel like that's different than a lot of other teams that have game ones. Because you could argue that ECU is a rival to us. So it's like, if we win, then that's obviously going to get this team ready to keep going and move forward. And then our next few games should easily, hopefully it'll take us into momentum so we can go undefeated into Notre Dame and see what happens there.
I don't want to just throw a question out for everyone. In the pecking order of in-state rivalries, where do you put ECU at?
Oh boy, here we go. Let's do it.
It's certainly after UNC, Duke, Wake Forest, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So fourth. Of the big schools.
I'm not
counting Campbell or UNCG or any of that stuff. Like,
Greensboro,
I'm not counting all of that. That mean you could.
I definitely put them above App 100%. Even though.
Yeah, we don't play App enough in anything.
We have nothing with that.
Yeah. Their fans just like to run their mouth like ECU does, but it's whatever.
Yeah, I don't care. I just think it's funny. I know it's in our chat privately, but like, I think it's hilarious that. Like every week, I see 2 or 3 different accounts post the one clip when they tackled Demi Sumo at the goal line in a game they lost. It's like, yeah, it's a cool clip, but you lost that game. But like, why don't you? I saw someone say, why don't you just post a clip from the game you won? But
right.
Yeah, you can post one of the clips where Harris ran for like 232 yards. There's plenty of opportunities to post that. Like it's insane.
My thing is we should not lose to them because I think they suck. And it's like we shouldn't lose to them because
that's the quote that needs to be
I can't lose to them because they're nowhere near as good.
God, I wish my mom was on here.
And you should not lose to ECU. I only put it that you should not lose to them. So I don't know. That's what I feel about it. They have their moments, right? But I just view it as like this is not.
It's definitely going to be a weird environment on Thursday. I feel like the fans. I feel like we are even more angry after the bowl game. ECU fans are definitely on their high horse.
They're going to be so annoying in the parking lot.
I think there's going to be at least 5 fights in the student section. Wow. I'm going to go ahead and say that, maybe over. But
how many ECU fans do you like out of the 57,000? We have just a shy under 57,000, but what are you thinking? 10, 15,000 they're going to have there? Do you think it's going to be that many? The only good thing is it's the Thursday night, and Greenville is a little bit. It's like what, 2 hours? I think from Raleigh.
It's like an hour and a half.
That's the only thing that's probably keeping more from showing up.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it'll be a good bit ECU for sure. Just again because ECU has nothing else besides baseball. They have nothing else.
Yeah.
So this is their end because they're coming off of a win. They're all hype right now for sure, and feeling like it's a slap in the face that we're now 14-point favorite. Like they think it should be like 1 or 2 points one way or the other. Like what the heck? We just literally beat NC State. What do you mean that we're a 14-point underdog? But yeah, I mean, it just comes down to new coaching staff, a lot of new players. Like Carson said earlier, all 3 starting wide receivers from last year are gone. So new quarterback. So again, it's going to be a lot of new, and they're coming into a Carter Finley Stadium that is going to be rocking. Now it's going to be a lot of ECU fans there, but I'm kind of on Chilton's side here a little bit. Maybe not quite 30%, but
I'd say like 25.
Yeah, I was thinking like 15 to 20%. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah. So
I love T. Carell's
and see, Mama Smith said best. Do we know how many people that went to ECU live in the Triangle area? There's a lot of ECU fans for sure around. So
but this is a team that's in a lot of predictions finished to pick around anywhere from 7th to 9th in their conference.
True.
Like this isn't even a great conference to begin with. Like when you have Navy and Army picked above you,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, absolutely.
I think about that, Greg. Yeah, where are they to pick in their conference? That's a good point.
What's that now? I'm sorry, I
made a good point. Like, where are they projected to finish in their own conference?
Right.
Like,
yeah, I don't know that
if it's that bad, then you should definitely not be losing them. So,
right.
Yeah. So,
oh, sorry.
Well, no, the only thing I was going to say, I was going to answer your question because I have a little bit more of a bold take here where it's definitely Carolina's in terms of where the ECU stands. Carolina's in a tier of its own. And then for me, there's a second tier in between where there's nobody. And then there's a third tier where Duke is. And then there's a fourth tier where ECU is, even above Wake Forest, only because of the fact that because for me, the rivalry stems from the fans, and Wake Forest doesn't have fans. So, I have a hard time putting Wake Forest above ECU just because of the fact that, okay, fine. The 10 Wake Forest fans, yes, 5 of them are, poking a lot of Mississippi State fans for sure. But there's also a crap ton of ECU fans that love talk smack for absolutely nothing. Just like Bacon said, and even Garrett said in here that Gary's saying, I've never seen another fan base celebrate almost wins in ECU.
Or T. Carell comment. He says ECU's like the annoying little brother that just won't go away.
Yep.
That's funny.
It's like that fungus on your toe. You just can't get rid of it.
And like they've never been to Omaha in baseball.
Omaha.
You really lost to your say again?
Omaha.
Yeah, Omaha, exactly. You lost to a 4 seed in your own regional, in baseball, both sides are joke. Like you football, you haven't been relevant since 2007. Relax, homeboy. So
I mean, we've had some good games against them, though.
The best quarterback to ever play at ECU, and your coach got fired at the end of his tenure. Just saying.
Wait, who are you saying is their best quarterback ever?
I know it. The little recency bias here for me, but
yeah, you're young.
I know, no, and again, I said recency bias, but I'm sitting here saying that whole Nailers
was that.
If you had dogs,
that's the guy you're saying was their best quarterback.
If he had dogs, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, speaking of him, if he
had dogs.
Jeff Blake, David Garrard were much better quarterbacks.
I've said it's a combination of recency bias compared with the fact he had nothing.
If y'all are looking at, have y'all seen the interview that Ehlers did? He thinks that with no matter what it is, the quarterback matchup, CJ can never compare to the quarterback ECU has right now.
That's just a guy who's young and dumb.
That's the only thing I heard, and I exited out of that. And I was like 2 minutes into an hour-long interview, and I was like,
"What is he supposed to say?" Yes, CJ Bailey is so much better than our quarterback, or CJ Bailey is better than he is right now.
If you're looking complete moron, don't say that any day of the week that we're going to win that quarterback matchup.
You definitely should look at it from not a filtered lens. Like you really should. It's okay to give them the edge at quarterback, but then you can have the edge at other positions. It's okay to feel those type of ways. There's no way. Yeah, they're going to be good. There's just no way on any day in the current landscape that they're going to have a better quarterback than most teams, because if they'll have one season with that person, and then most likely they'll transfer out. That's just the way, unfortunately, leagues like the AAC are set up to where if anyone is successful, someone's coming after them.
Yeah. So, interesting stuff here for sure. But and Michael, I'm curious for you. Where do you have ECU? Do you have them above Wake Forest, above Duke?
No, I think I kind of have the same order. It's just we don't play him enough. It's always non-conference, which doesn't ultimately affect our season goals when you're talking ACC title, conference title. So yeah, I think it's definitely behind UNC, Duke, and Wake. But outside of them, I think it's definitely more exciting than pretty much any other team you play.
For me, rivalries are built on the big sports, right? So you can take the top 4 sports. I'm not talking soccer or track and field, like anything that gets a lot of eyeballs. And to the point, I don't think we played them in basketball in the last 10 or 15 years. It may be even longer than that.
They have a basketball team?
Right.
I think they've only been to the NCAA.
That's where campaigns went. Come on, guys.
Point proven.
Yeah. So you don't play them in basketball very much. You play them in football. We've had a recent surge in games against them, but that'll probably fall off. Like these things come in waves. You'll play them for a couple of years, and then you won't play them for 5 or 7 years. And then baseball, we have a winning record. We have a winning record in everything against them. So when you look at it from that part, it's hard to call it a rivalry when it's one-sided. It's still a rivalry, don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't move up and down the pecking order as much.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and I thought it was a funny quote too as well, where Joe Giglio and OVs, they were previewing the game, and they were talking about the spread and how at the time it was 12.5, and ECU, which keep in mind his son is at ECU, so I'm sure that probably plays a little bit.
Did you see his son's prediction today?
What, ECU by 10?
It was like 10 or 14. I can't remember, but yeah.
So,
and then them scoring like 38. I think it was 38-28. I think that was the number.
I remember the days when I had a hard time picking against my team too and giving unreasonable predictions. So,
You've matured a little bit in your old age there, Macon.
Hey, I'm willing to say when I think State's going to lose and when they're not going to lose. And this one, I do not think they will lose. So
I feel like I got personally attacked under.
The only thing, I will say this: the only thing, again, we're going to set injuries aside. What I've read, it sounds like if State can just contain explosive plays, they'll be fine. So, because their offense is good enough to score, right? It's just a matter of it's a matter of the Anthony Smiths who will maybe want to take the lid off the defense, and can you keep that from happening? So,
I agree, 100%.
Personally, I think it's not really a maturity thing.
No, not mature. I said mature in your old age.
I was kidding. I felt like Macon was definitely calling me out, Loki.
No, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. I was talking more about the son.
I understand where he's coming from, though. Like, because I'm
passionate. It's passion. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
But it is stupidity.
You predicting every game we're going to win, it's a totally different scenario.
Do I fully believe we can go to South Bend and beat Notre Dame? My heart, yes. My brain, no. But I always go with my heart. So
that makes more sense there, children.
See, children saying hoist the colors from 24/7. ECU took NC State actually 38-28 by 10.
Not just because this person picked State to win, but you're looking at it from a clear lens. Like just take the heart out of it and just look at it from an objective standpoint. Now he or she probably says that, but also believes that the ECU has a chance to win too. Just like when we make predictions against State, doesn't mean you're rooting against them or anything like that. You're just thinking this is what it looks like.
Yep. No, absolutely. Now, I do want to mention, though, too, that one thing that stood out to me from the betting market is that when the line originally opened for the over-under, it was at 56.5. Now it's 61.5. So it's moved up 5 points.
That's a lot. That's like over 30 a team.
I think it's just both defenses. Like ECU's replacing essentially their whole defense. We have not the whole defense, but new scheme. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's high scoring in this one.
Did anyone watch the Iowa State Kansas State game on Saturday?
Yes.
Obviously the weather was kind of crap, but those were some teams that didn't look good offensively. And so I kind of wanted to ask that, right? When you play a first game of the season, kind of what are your expectations from an offense? Because we looked at last year, we struggled mightily against Western Carolina until the fourth quarter. And that's why I guess sometimes when you're looking at a first game of a season, it's really hard to make predictions. So I guess for you guys, what are you looking for in the first quarter of the game? Like some things that you know, like if State does these things, they're setting themselves up well for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
I think you have to go to Hollywood early. I mean,
And I
had
think
success.
building on that, you control the line of
Yeah.
scrimmage, right? If you go Hollywood early, he's successful if you can control that line of scrimmage.
No stupid penalties, no pre-snap penalties, none
Yep.
of that. We got a ton of those last year, and I feel like that killed us.
Yep.
Offensive line, stay still.
I feel like if we can hold their rushing game, or maybe we talked about earlier, maybe their passing game to maybe like under 200 yards, I would feel like State should win that game, right? Because I don't know, I haven't heard any running back stories from their camp, so I feel like if they can keep under 200 yards, they should win that game. If it's over 200, 300, I would be maybe like, okay, maybe we'll see, but.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, if I was Dorn, like I don't remember, I don't have the stats in front of me about how many rushing yards they had. It was over 200
in the game last year.
Yeah, game last year.
It was over 300.
Over 300.
Yeah.
Like however many rushing yards.
Closer to 4. I think it was closer to 4, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like
that last run for them, that was like 70 yards. Really.
Still, whatever the number that is.
It.
I'm printing that number on a paper. I'm putting it on every locker, being like, because again, we all know that running the ball is an attitude. You know, I mean, it is literally man on man. Am I going to enact my will onto you? And that's basically what ECU did to us the whole night last year. Now, again, I get it. Yes, circumstances. They cared. We didn't. Coach staff, blah, 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 whatever. But still, at the end of the day, they invoked their will against us. And
yeah,
so
you shouldn't be letting, no matter what type of game it is, you should not be letting
should
them
never happen
rush
through running the ball like that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm not going to lie. Harris,
we don't have to deal with him.
I hate that guy. I've hated that guy since he started in ECU. So.
He's gone. We don't have to worry about him.
He's always been just somebody that you just want to be like, please get strep or like get the flu so you can't play against us.
Dang, Gens.
I didn't say get hurt. I said get sick so he could come back.
That's still pretty bad.
That's bad.
So,
but here, hold on, Greg. Yep. If I can answer your question, so I mean, really for me, so first of all, Preacher Man saying no turnovers, don't shoot yourself in the foot, just like Macon was saying, no turnovers, no explosive plays, like don't shoot yourself, and you win that game. But here's my thing as well: to start off from the get go. This is another game where I feel like if you win the coin toss, you get the ball first, you go score, the fans are rocking, and now you're asking ECU's offense to go through now an even more hyped NC State crowd and go down and tie the game.
I reversed it. I agree. I disagree there.
Well, and that's fine.
No, only reason I say you want to get the crowd.
You're wrong, Greg.
No. Only reason I'm saying that is you want to get the crowd into it early. So go kick it, make a lot of noise, and then play the field position game. Go get you a 3 and out.
Well, yeah, but
you play Crunk Ain't Dead within the first minute of the game. That crowd's.
I say we let ECU score first, just to let them think they have it. Coming out of halftime, here, wait for it. We let them do the same thing.
Yeah, that's right.
The big thing though we have to change from last year was third down efficiency. They were 12 of 16 in that game.
Yeah, you just couldn't get off the field.
Yeah, you got to get off the field.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We were 5 of 12, contrary to that. So if that happens this time, we're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yep.
By the way, 326 yards is what they ran for.
God.
Yeah. But T. Corral saying if we lose as an omen for the season, voodoo vibes, our fans unfortunately get stuck with bad attitudes with a start losing to ECU. And again,
our taste.
If we lose to ECU. Oh man, it's going to.
We'll meet y'all at the Lenovo.
Yeah.
The Dave Dorn hot seat conversations will be prevalent.
Oh, in fuego. They'll be in fuego.
Full effect.
Do y'all
110%.
Who do y'all think the Alpha Wolf's going to be?
Ooh.
I mean,
I think it's going to be Will Wade.
It's got to be. Yeah, it's
Greg.
Greg's
why he got the jersey. Greg's going to go out there and do it.
Oh,
Greg.
He's being.
I think Greg would be the sickest Alpha Wolf, man.
But you have to go out there against Carolina, though. Greg, like you broke your leg again. That's what you have to do.
I told the Savage Wolves guys that's something that they need to auction off.
They would get.
How much money you think that would be worth? That'd be worth a few dollars.
That'd be cool.
Maybe I think somebody would do it for a few thousand for sure.
Do it for the Campbell game. Oh, do it for the Campbell game.
3, 4, 5,000. Somebody out there wants to do it.
Oh,
But I think if you bring Will Wade out, that place will
Yeah, I think
that's the lowest hanging fruit ever. If you choose Will Wade,
he'll be at some point this season.
I think he'll definitely bring the team out.
Sure.
I think because wasn't last year the first one? Wasn't it Westmore and Kevin Keats?
Yeah, Kevin Keats is going to come back and do it.
Yo, I saw a video that
what if we did Ruffin? That'd be pretty sweet, but they can't do Ruffin.
No, he wouldn't.
That would be next level.
I feel like Ruffin.
That would be the ultimate troll.
Would be like Peyton Wilson. Remember where did Peyton go? And he was just talking smack to the other sideline during his entire hype speech.
Holden Ahlers comes back and he surprises everybody, and he's the guy who does it.
I should have come to NC State, not ECU.
Or you could bring AMAC.
Yeah, he's playing baseball right now, but yeah, that would be a good one.
That would be big.
Yeah, you got
tearing it up too.
I've been
Chilton
wondering about that.
Motto. Yeah, he would do it. All right, guys. Woof.
I've been wondering that this whole time. I wonder who that's going to be.
We'll drink and drive.
That's right.
He had the commercials. He had the commercials during the games where he had Don't Drink and Drive. That's what's from.
Yeah.
Here's the crazy thing is about that. I know we'll be off topic for a second. They actually have to pay to put that up there.
Yeah, I heard somebody say that to me one time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what for?
What's that?
Who has to pay? NC State has to pay?
Yeah.
To put it on their own scoreboard?
Yeah, because Learfield runs everything.
Oh.
I didn't even. That's
weird. Okay.
Like when they put up the Savage Wolves QR code, they got to pay for that.
Yeah,
that's fine.
But hey, positive note for this season: Chick-fil-A is back in the stadium.
Yes, right? I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I'm so.
Were there more than other upgrades?
Yeah, they have some like new team store stuff.
I saw that. That'd be interesting.
Oh, Scotty would be good.
The Raleighwood area. I think they've got like tents and shaded area now.
With got like TVs there. Yeah, they kind of made like a little sports bar.
Yeah, yeah, that should be really cool. I think before it was just kind of open.
It's like a beer garden.
Yeah.
Don't they have the guy who's bought the naming rights to the scoreboard? He's got his name on that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his last name?
Andy Albright.
I'll say Allman, but Albright. Okay.
Yeah. They put that name up there. I think 3 weeks ago, maybe.
It's a little bit 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
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 I'm so excited.
When we get the ball first, what do we run in first play?
Ooh. I mean, I would love like a flea flicker first play, man. First play.
Again, I think they're going to go to
some other screen pass coming. I can see a screen coming. I mean,
I would just.
But honestly,
run it up the middle.
Yeah. Dave Gordon's so conservative. Yeah, it's a run play.
That's always our first down play. You run it up the middle.
I mean, but you want to do that because you want to get the jitterbugs as quickly out of the way as you can. Let's just run one successful play.
Yeah, right.
Conservative, and let's just be steady. You want to get that from
somebody.
Yeah. If it's not that, I think a screenplay because that's just right over there. Get it. And let's get going.
See, me and Children are on the same page.
Just send it the whole way.
Just freaking launch it.
Rogers.
Honestly, that'd be freaking awesome.
But didn't we do that? We did that a few years ago against UConn, didn't we? With Thayer? Wasn't it like 10 seconds into the game?
I think Chilton Jarrett has got the right idea there. You just chuck it. I don't even care.
Max protect and go. It's just like.
Hey, everybody, they're gonna say Wesley Grimes ran a 4.26. We swear. Watch this.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby. Yeah.
Do we have an offensive lineman score another touchdown against ECU?
I would love that. Just after what
last year. The best games.
But see, here's the thing, right? So there is a precedent. I definitely think that Doran would run it up. I think in this instance, if he had the ability, just because of everyone talking.
He literally called a timeout. Well, okay, this is a little different because it's a difference between a shutout and running it up. But still, you still beat him 50-0, and he called a timeout to try and ice the kicker to get.
But he said,
next level petty.
Offseason, he said, I don't know exactly what he said exactly, but he said, "I want to beat the crap out of them, not because of them, but because of how bad we played."
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, I think he would take another 50-3, and he might want to be. It'll be like the Kylo Ren in Star Wars, where he's shooting Luke Skywalker with the bullets in the field. He's
now
like,
we're doing Star Wars references.
There's evidence now. It's more and more. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think. I think in general, Dorn does not try to show up other teams, except when it comes to rival games. Like he and obviously we've seen against ECU what was that 58-3 and then 34-6 the next year or whatever. So I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
Do we think that they score a touchdown finally?
Oh,
ECU?
Yeah, ECU will definitely score a touchdown.
I think
this
so.
game.
I think yeah.
It's been a hot minute.
Honestly, I would be surprised
Well,
if they
here's-
scored touchdowns. I think it's going to be like I told my dad, I think it's going to be like a 34-17 score is what I think it's going to be.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can see that.
I to the end of our predictions.
As long as Carrie goes down sad, I'm fine.
I will say
you score one more point than them.
Yeah, I just want my mom to be
Now, let
quiet
me ask you
on the
this.
way home.
Is how we win important?
no.
If we
Uh,
would
well,
After we lost to them,
I
let's
don't-
say we win by 1 point. We won by one.
Right.
Or,
If we
You're
would've
talking about
won
like a
bowl
last
games,
second field
yes.
goal.
or we just win by 3.
Yeah.
Or
I
we win
feel
by
like-
a touchdown. Is a touchdown enough?
Here's my
after
thing.
the bowl game, any of it's enough. Just get the
Right.
win.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what it should be.
Yeah, well, then at that point, here's the problem. Again,
Mhm.
from an NC State perspective, like we won, right?
Yes.
But from an ECU perspective, well, you only beat us by 4. You only
Good
beat
luck
us
in
by
ACC.
3.
Also, the perception like you
Yeah.
you lost to them last game, and then like 3 months later, 4 months later, more than that.
Work on your math there, Macon.
Yeah, I'm thinking of end of
9
I'm
months
thinking
later.
The end of the athletic season is in like May or June.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying. Like it
Yeah.
was like we lost to them. You guys barely beat us by a missed field goal 2 times ago, and now you've barely beat us by a small margin this time. Are you really? I just think you just avoid it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like honestly, Chris. I would lean to more towards the 90 side personally. I'm for that. So
For me, the one thing I want to be, if we're kind of just bouncing it from last year's game, the defense didn't get a sack last year against ECU. So I definitely, especially with the new defense with DJ Elliott, I want to see what he brings because this will be our first game in a long time without a Tony Gibson ran defense. So for me, that's one thing that I'll be looking at to see if what kind of pressure we can put. Assuming that it is Hauser, if you guys seem to think that he stubbed his toe and can't play, but I would love to see some pressure from this newfound defense.
Being selfish, obviously I want to win by 90, but I also want ECU to feel like they have a chance and then just get their hearts absolutely shattered like they did in
There is
2022.
they have no chance.
Like I want them to hurt when they drive home. Like I want it to be complete silence in every one of their cars on their way home to Greenville.
I'm hoping they're leaving after the third quarter.
Yeah.
Definitely. Me too.
Speaking
I want
of
them hurt.
defense, you need to make
I
sure
would-
they're in
I-
the
I-
quarter.
I would love to be in third quarter, head into the bathroom, and seeing a bunch of ECU fans walk out and be like, "Where y'all going?
Oh,
Leave
that'd be
that
great.
way, man."
I want to hear them as they're walking up the stairs singing Wagon Wheel.
That's right. There you go. All right, so let's get into it, y'all, because we got a couple of non-ECU preview topics to get to here real quick. But Macon, what's your score prediction here, brother?
I already said mine. 34-17 State.
All right, I was giving you a second chance in case you want to tweak it all. But all right, stick it to it.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, let us know in the chat what are y'all score predictions here for the game. But Greg, what's yours, bud?
I think 38-21.
I'm there. Ken's.
What's that?
Give
5
me.
touchdowns and a field goal. That's pretty good.
I think
CJ's going to light them up. I really do. And Hollywood's going to run all over them.
I think it'll be 28-10.
Wow, that would
defense,
That would be
defense
a
making a
pretty good
statement.
defensive battle, in my
Uh-huh.
opinion. That'd be pretty good
Yeah.
for State to have a defensive on that.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Michael, what you got?
Yeah, I'm probably close to what Greg said. I'll go 38-24 State.
I mean, y'all got to remember Caden's back. And Caden plays a lot like Peyton Wilson and Tanner Ingle combined. He's a psychopath. So I think he's definitely ready to be knocking some people's heads off.
What do we think, real quick? You still have to give your prediction, Leighton, but I wanted to talk about Caden Fordham getting the number 1.
Yeah. Yep. So for me, 42-17.
Wow.
More bullish. Yep.
I like that
So you're talking an old-fashioned donkey stomp.
I'm predicting that one of those touchdowns is with the second stringers late in the fourth quarter.
Holy cow!
Man, honestly,
ECU.
It
Like,
definitely
I'm
sounds
saying
like this could be an
42-10.
offensive lineman touchdown game.
can you
if you're going with that
please
number.
just have a sign at the game? It's just hashtag donkey stop. Don't say anything else. Just hold it out. Everybody's like, what does
What the
that
heck is
even
this guy
mean?
talking about?
And then you got everybody here in the chat right now that Chris is the
You
chill
hashtag donkey
saying,
stop with
Tuffy
a little
Talk.
Tuffy Talk logo in the corner, and then you just leave it alone.
That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Greg, you want to get into Caden Fordham getting number one?
Yeah, what was it last Friday? Was it
Yep.
Friday?
I mean,
remember.
I had said, I think it was about 2 weeks ago when we talked about this. I said if it wasn't Caden, or
I thought it'd be Sean.
or Sean, then I would have been shocked if it wasn't one of the two of them.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
I'm
he's
not
been
really
leading. We've been leading defense for a while now with the number one. It's been a minute since an offensive player. What was it? Jalen Samuels, the last one to
Yeah.
get the one.
Yep.
Hey, last linebacker to get number one was Isaiah Moore.
Correct. Yeah. It just kind of makes sense for me. You know, he's persevered through a lot of stuff. You know, even if you watch the video that they did for him on the release, you know, he was very involved even when he was injured last year, trying to, you know, kind of coach up guys and getting guys in the right places. And it just seems like that, you know, a lot of good guys that could have taken that number, but obviously that's coach's decision. And I think he'll wear it. And I just love when he said that, you know, he's going to lay it all on the line. And, you know, so far he's done and said other things that you would expect from a number one at NC State.
I don't even know who the other number one option would have been.
I think Sean.
Sean
Brown.
Or like a
Brandon
Cleveland.
Cleveland,
Yeah.
big boy with number one.
Like,
That
well,
would've been
Devin
awesome.
Grant had number one. It's having four as a big dude on the line, but
Yeah.
you're right. I agree with Caden getting it. So
So first of all, Carson throwing in just a little sidewinder there. ESPN currently projects Carolina to go 5-7. We'll just leave that there at that.
Well,
So,
they'll be there following
yeah.
all of it anyway, so it doesn't
that's
really
right.
matter.
After
don't
UNC
worry,
beats
Bill Belichick's
TCU.
going to get his documentary, so don't worry about it. So
God.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm so tired of them, and the season hasn't even started.
And so will Jordan. She's going to be directing it and producing it.
Yeah.
I would be so happy if they lost to UNC Charlotte week 2.
Oh, definitely.
Shoot, they're going to lose to
I just
TCU
saw-
week
I
one.
saw
Ireland game.
I saw
Wait,
Charlotte
what
just announced that Connor Harrell is their starting QB, who was at UNC. So he'll be
Harold
facing-
is. When
Yeah.
does State release their depth chart? Is it tomorrow?
Most
Wow.
likely.
Yeah, it should.
If
We
they
thought it would be
fall.
today. But
I don't know if they're required to release the depth chart. It's the injuries
No,
that I thought they
injury
required.
report will be
yeah.
tomorrow.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's 48
Well,
hours.
actually, I don't know. That was only for conference games,
I thought so too. Yeah.
so
So-
they might not even
They
release.
may not
any-
even release a depth chart. Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
rule that says they have to.
They didn't
Yeah.
last season. I don't think you're right. I think that sometimes they didn't have to. They didn't do it last year either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't do it against Clemson last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anywho, well, not and so jumping into it, I want to kind of touch on a couple of non-ECU topics. First and foremost, got to give a shout out to in-state legend for sure, Lee McNeil, who was getting his jersey retired by Sanderson High School. Thought that was really cool and a cool honor for him for sure. I know, Megan, you followed it a good bit, but I mean, not only was he a defensive tackle stud, but he was a running back stud as well. Definitely a full-on two-way.
Look how small he
star
looks
for
there.
sure.
I know he's
I know.
so
Right,
tiny.
he
in that
doesn't even
picture.
look that big. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's ginormous now.
But now that dude's a solidified starter on the Detroit Lions defensive line. You know,
Yeah.
it's pretty wild how far he's come. But hey, shout out to Aleem. Big honor there for him. So,
There's another guy. I'm already blanking on his team. What was the other guy? He came to State with him in the same class. He played like tight end, like a Jalen Samuels role. Remember who it was? They were
yes, I do. The
Oh my god,
running back who was the next Jalen Samuels. Trent Penix.
Trent Penix. That's right. Yeah,
Oh, they played
both-
together in high school?
They were both at
Yeah,
Sanderson.
they're like best friends.
I imagine he'll be
Jalen
there.
Look at me.
But
So proud.
yeah, Trent Penix is supposed to be the next Jalen Samuels. But it is about Aleem. I just remember trying to think who was he in that class with from Sanderson. Yeah, I mean, I imagine it's a little bit more special thing when your high school wants to nominate you. It's not all the glamour of like a college or your professional team, but it's like your hometown team, your home, as close to home as it gets, where it all started. That's pretty cool. So,
absolutely. Now this one is a cool one in particular, and you know, obviously body figure wise, a lot of similarities here, Greg. But you know, Rod Brendamore, baby, repping the NC State. Yeah, Greg, there you go. Rod Brendamore, baby, repping the NC State.
That's a game jersey too. Look at those sleeves.
I know.
Yeah.
It's legit for sure. I honestly at first I thought he had it on backwards by how like the shoulders how the shoulders are like, you know, folded over like that.
Yeah, it looks like NC State is like the nameplate.
Yeah, but somebody needs to get him a new hat. He's had the NC State hat for.
He has had that black ass.
Hey man, if he rolls with it, let him roll with it, man. Yeah. Some of the guys, like like okay, he's pretty legit if he's got the same hat he uses forever. Like he's an old school cool guy.
Did you see? Speaking of the Canes, Leighton, did you see Slavin was talking with the team?
Yeah.
No, I'll check that out.
Yeah,
that's sick. I love that. Good. Yeah. No, hey, there's a lot of the NC State fans for sure on the Carolina Hurricanes team. Now there are some that are not.
Yeah.
But you know, there's a good bit. So
they have a good relationship with each other.
Yeah. Now, and one I don't have up a tweet for, but does anybody have Jacoby Myers on their fantasy football team? Is a little nervous right now?
No.
Like, dang.
Wait, because they added Amari Cooper?
Well, I mean, but remember he requested a trade today. He's requested a trade.
Yeah.
Is that because of the Amari Cooper thing, or is it because of something else?
Well, because he doesn't have any more guaranteed money in his contract and his 3-year deal that he has right now, and he was trying to get a new one. And I'm a team.
I'm buying him. He's probably one of the best buy lows in fantasy football. Yeah. So that dude can produce, and at his price point, you're not going to get many guys who can put up that many points where people were drafting him. So,
but just
you need to get him. If the Panthers were smart, they would have him on their team, but he also feels like a Jalen Coker role. So,
yeah.
But anyways,
that was interesting. In other news, yeah. In other news here, now in more fun news here, anybody remember the man, the legend himself, Tanner Engel here? I mean, look at this guy
making some news on Twitter or X.
Making some news on Twitter, man. And Dov Kleiman of all people too, as well. Even give a shout to Tanner Engel saying.
Go look at his highlights.
Yeah, Dov, like that is the worst farming engagement account around.
Yeah,
but
somebody on the sideline, I forgot who it was.
That was the general manager.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Wes said go look up Tanner Engel highlights at NC State. He said it'll be a fun watch.
I think that's I think his last name is Sneed. I'll have to look his name up, but yeah. So he even got fined. You see, he got fined like $4,500 the other day.
Yeah.
What?
For that hit.
Yeah, he got
it was
a hit.
And
it didn't look that bad of a hit. Yeah.
Interesting.
Les Snead is the GM.
Yeah, interesting news. Colby saying that Patriots and Raiders finalizing deal, send Myers back to New England. Ain't no way. They've got too many wide receivers there as it is.
Yeah, not any good ones.
They don't have any sort of studs. Imagine pairing Diggs with Myers. That would be pretty sweet.
Oh, I forgot Stephon Diggs is there.
Yeah,
but I mean,
he moves around every 2 years.
You got Butte and you got Demario Douglas, and apparently.
How do we feel about a Carolina guy throwing to a State guy? He won't get any balls. They'll all go to Diggs.
If he's smart, he'll throw it to him.
Absolutely.
True.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, send him to New York.
There you go.
Oh, that New York, yeah.
There you go.
Hey, all they got is neighbors.
The Giants are definitely the fun team in the league.
And it was not him. It's
they
Jackson
got Jameis.
Russell, Jackson Dart. Yeah. Man, what a QB room.
Hold on. And Jameis Winston.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, that's what we said first.
Oh, I thought you said Jim Marcus. I don't know why I thought.
I love Jameis.
Yeah.
No, Jameis is the man.
I'm gonna shout out to Naheem for finally making it back.
Well, has he made the roster?
Well, he hasn't made the roster, but he's made it back on the field. That injury was insane, so I'm glad that.
Yeah, it was insane for sure. It was wild.
Where is he back again? He was like
Chargers.
West.
Yeah, Chargers.
Yeah. He's competing with
Marion Hampton.
And he's
What is it with these
Hampton's definitely makes the
relationships?
roster.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's going to be him and former South Carolina running back Raheem Sanders competing for our last running back spot. So we'll see.
It'll probably go to Sanders because they drafted him. But
Chill out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want it to be that way, but it's a business. That's probably
I wanted to go to the Panthers so
Macon,
bad.
do not badmouth Naeem Hines in front of Kins. That's
That's
the
the easiest way to get throat punched.
Ryan Hines is one of my favorite players to play at States. There you go.
Hey, we were his very first
I already had
tailgate.
to comment somebody on his Instagram account because they commented underneath his picture and said, "No water skis."
Ooh.
That
It
was
wasn't
the
even
most
water skis. It was a
ridiculous
jet ski.
injury.
How dumb are they?
That was the most ridiculous
Jet
injury
ski.
somebody ever gone through. That was crazy.
I just
Mhm.
think we're the coolest though, Kins, because our tailgate was the first tailgate he ever went to in his
Yeah,
life.
he was excited. He had a
True.
line of people, but he was excited to eat
Yeah,
some
I
food
felt
afterwards.
bad.
Yeah.
He's just trying to eat some food.
He did the shot ski. He did
He did
everything.
the shot ski. That was fun.
Now, two more tweets, and then we'll wrap it up here. But first of all, just figured that a lot of Penn State fans will love to see this. That kickoff is going to be 74 degrees, no chance of rain as of right now. Like, that's beautiful, A+ football weather, just like Ethan Hyman says right there. So love it, especially too being that typically game one. Again, there's usually some kind of it's either hot as heck or raining or whatever. So just love to see that. So excited about it. It's gonna be awesome. And then secondly here, I got to give a shout out to some non-football news here, which is that NC State men's soccer coming out week 1 and breaking attendance records. 3,241
They're
people
killing
at
it,
the
too.
opening game against Wofford. 5-0 win. I think number 14 in the country, I believe, I'd seen. And on top of that, breaking attendance records, like, bravo. Just love to see it. Like, especially for us here at Tuffy Talk that love supporting the non-revs. Like, oh, sorry, Carson. 6-0 win. I apologize.
Like, chill out.
How
Yeah,
dare I?
my favorite part last night was getting that message from Carson. Goes, yep, 6-0. Wofford scored on themselves. Like, geez, when it rains, it pours.
That's right. But yeah, I love to see. Men's soccer is gonna be a fun one to watch this year.
How far did they go last year?
Sweet 16.
That's what I
Sweet
thought.
16. Yeah,
Yep.
I think they ended number 14 last year and in our preseason 14 this year.
And they got eliminated by the national champion.
True.
Oh, I didn't know
True.
that.
It's a good point. Yeah. So again, super excited about that coaching staff and just this program. It's gonna be awesome.
Ladies need to
Love
start
see it.
scoring some goals though.
Yeah, but first year head coach,
First-year
so whatever. So anywho, so with that being said,
Hold on. We cannot have a podcast and not speak about baseball. This.
Ooh.
So
What?
they're playing. They're making. I will pull a Kansas.
You asked what we were talking about, and the first thing was basketball. You didn't say one word about baseball, and now you're just trying to steal
Well,
it.
because I wanted to end the show on baseball. So thank you, sir.
Fine. You've been around longer than I have, so it's fine.
Wait, are you calling me old?
No, you can take that however you want to.
I know we don't have it queued up, but the baseball team will be playing down in Puerto Rico for basically the opening of the season. The Puerto Rico Baseball Challenge, I think is what it's called. So they'll probably play at least, I think it's just a 3-game series down there, but it's going to be interesting. They got 3 ACC teams, so there's a good chance we're going to play another ACC team down there. Most likely either Boston College or Wake Forest. And if we play them down there, that probably will signal that we wouldn't play them during the regular season. So just something interesting to look at. That'll be down there, I think the 13th through the 16th, if my memory serves me correctly.
Dang.
And we should be getting some fall ball here pretty soon.
Oh man. All right.
All right. We can end the show now.
Well, and T Corral, just to everybody out there, just get to the game as early as you can, please. Just get there. Let's go. Like,
Get
call
there,
off work.
drink.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
Real quick, I have a really good public service announcement. This is actually really good for folks that I got this email today about parking. So I'll just read it real quick. So parking impacts for Thursday's game versus ECU. The following lots do not open till 5 p.m., which most people should know, but it's West Chase 1 and 2, West Chase ADA, Cardinal Gibbons, and the CVM deck. If you have a pass to one of those lots, you can actually go park somewhere else at the Frank Whedon lot or the Highway 54 lot at no additional cost if you're looking at get the full tailgate experience. So that's a cool thing that they did for those folks that wanted to be able to tailgate, but because of office hours will not be able to. So just wanted to put that out there.
Call out, Greg. Yeah. Good call out. I did not know that was a thing. I guess they are working there. So
yeah, Cardinal Gibbons obviously being the school, and then the other ones are parking lots. Apparently, it didn't used to always be that way. They used to send people home early, but I guess they want a full day's work for these folks.
Greg, what time does your tailgate start?
2:00. Thank you.
I
will be the first ones. I will be one of the first 5 vehicles in the lot.
Yeah.
There you go.
You aren't tailgating inside the stadium, Greg? I'm surprised
it's frowned upon. It's frowned upon.
Just pull in. They drive that little Wolfpack car thing during kickoff. Why can't you pull up in your car?
I want to jump out of that helmet like Mr. and Miss Wolf does.
Well, just make sure it comes to stop first.
NIL thing. That'd be an NIL thing.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Would be a good one.
But just make sure again, Mr. and Miss Wolf, if you're listening, make sure the car comes to a complete stop.
Yeah.
And then get
off.
off.
Let's not have it happen like last year.
Yeah, let's not get on
the
Miss Wolf, land on your feet, please.
Yeah, land on your feet. So also too as well, shout out Tony Haynes as well. Retirement's coming up, all-time legend, just one of the most beloved, names for sure at NC State right now, if ever. Longtime radio host, and the radios will not be the same without him. That's for sure. Yeah. So can't say enough. But again, we'll get more into that as we get towards the end of the season here for sure. But and also love Michelle's dedication. Worked over half an hour today.
Love that.
Worked overtime today to be able to leave a little bit earlier for Thursday. Love that. Love the commitment there, Michelle. So
also, volleyball gets started on Friday. They have a tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
They play Akron, don't they? Akron, however you say it.
Akron.
Akron.
Acorn.
The Acorns.
Did someone change Kenz's teleprompter?
I'm so bad at stop.
That's all right. My ex once called Tucson Tuscan, so it's okay.
Oh,
honestly, when I first saw their name for that Arizona, I thought it was Tuscan. He's like, oh, it's actually the other way around. It's Tucson. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like.
All right. Let's go beat them dirty Pirates.
Let's go beat those Pirates. So.
Hey, I got a pirate joke for you. Ready? Before we do.
Oh God.
What is a pirate's favorite letter?
Arg.
No, it's the C.
No,
What?
Look at that.
And on that note, we can end the show. So.
Bacon, that was the ultimate. Ooh.
What was it?
Oh, that was even better.
I will find you one of these games.
Macon, that was the ultimate plot twist right there.
That was a good one.
Like
I heard it from somebody else. I can't take credit. Shout out Louise. Somebody Louise. He told me that's pretty cool.
Shout out to my homie.
It's like that stupid one. How much did the pirate sell his corn for?
No idea.
A buccaneer.
All right, now.
Hey, he started it.
Well, no, but you're bringing your Tampa Bay Buccaneers into it. Come on, Greg.
That's the only pirate I support.
All right. Anybody in the chat, just leave us your best pirate jokes and we'll sign off now. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, see, Carson's saying after State wins, ECU has to watch Pirates of the Caribbean 4. That is a real punishment.
That was a bad one. Good call, Carson.
Hey,
I like
my wife
that
and
one.
I went to the beach and we started watching the first Pirates of the Caribbean. I think we're going to binge watch them. If that's the worst one, thank you for letting me know so I can just go ahead and skip it. So.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad one.
It's pretty rough.
I've never seen
rough.
Three got weird. 4 was just like, what are we even doing? We're just cashing in checks at this point.
Oh, totally. Yeah. All right. So are we good? Anything else? Any final comments, jokes, concerns, questions?
I gotta admit,
walk the damn plank.
Good.
Yeah. It was
the biggest joke of the whole thing is just ECU. Okay, let's just end
there. We go.
There you go.
There we go. All right, Wolfpack Nation. So we are super hyped for game day here Thursday night, 7 p.m. versus ECU in Carter Finley Stadium. It's going to be awesome. Make sure to show up early. Be loud. Be proud. Let's beat the heck out of the Pirates. And then for us, Wolfpack Nation, if you haven't already, if you believe NC State's going to get that win against ECU, make sure to hit that like button. If you believe NC State's going to lose on Thursday, hit that like button. You see, either way, we're just not going to know. Just hit either way.
Right. Options are limitless.
Options are limitless.
What do you call a pirate who skips school?
Oh, he looked up.
No.
Looking up
You
jokes.
can't
Captain
look on your
Hooky.
phone. I saw you looking down.
Oh, I did. I just
said
wanted
point
to. I just wanted to
Oh.
have the worst joke because, to the point,
What is it,
this
Greg?
is
Say it
all
again.
they have is these stupid pirate jokes. That's all they
Say it
have.
again. What was the joke? Start over. What was it?
Oh, it's stupid. That's the point. What do you call a pirate who skips school? You can do this either way. You can be an ECU student or Captain Hooky.
Ooh, I like it.
Macon's
All right.
confused.
All right.
He's not confused. He's just shaking
Can
his
I
head.
finish my outro here?
Yeah,
sorry.
Here, folks.
It's your show.
right.
Let's go. Beat
All right.
ECU.
All right. So with that being said, Wolfpack Nation, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure to follow us. I just muted everybody, y'all. Don't worry, we're good. I just muted them all. Oh, this is great, man. Let's just hold on. Let's get a second of quietness. Oh, that's so nice. So with that being said, Wolfpack Nation, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're listening to us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts. Make sure to leave us a 5-star review. Greatly appreciate that. And give us a follow. Tuffy Talk now on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. With that being said, as always, go Pack, y'all. We'll see y'all.